We're testing out new camera angles today, and Canada, another day, another win, 7-4 over Sweden. And I said after yesterday's game against Slovakia that it was almost pretty much the perfect game. There was nothing to nitpick. Yeah, I got some things to nitpick with this one. 7-4. Now, on surface, if I told you that at the start of this game that Canada was going to beat Sweden 7-4, you'd take that. If someone told me that would be the final score, I'd be happy. I'd be content. I would take that. However, the score lacks important context. Started out 5-0. I was ready to turn the game off. Obviously, I would never actually do that. I always stick it out. But, you could have turned the game off at 5-0. It's like, oh, this is going to be 8-9-0, whatever the score is going to be. Run it up as much as you can. But they ran into some problems that have become increasingly familiar for Hockey Canada recently. Number one, they severely took their foot off the gas. Controversial opinion, I'm not the type of guy who's going for the sportsmanship, let's not blow them out. No, you put up as many as possible. It is their job to stop you. None of this sportsmanship, none of them try and embarrass anyone, none of that. You rack up as much as you can. Undisciplined penalties. There was a ton of undisciplined penalties. And it just gave me flashbacks to the World Juniors, because that is what cost Canada the World Juniors in the game against the Czechs in the semifinals, was undisciplined penalties. Looking at you, Gavin McKenna and Michael Misa. But it was the same thing, just penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty. You let Sweden claw their way back in. The fact that they were able to make it as close as they did and it started to sweat for a bit should have never happened when you had a 5-0 lead. Ben Harvey went down injured, didn't return. It collided with a teammate on his way down on the ice. It's a concussion. I mean, whenever you see that something like that, him go off, not come back, it's a concussion, which obviously you never want to see it happen, but not the biggest deal because Ben Harvey wasn't getting a lot of ice time, so it's not the biggest loss. And then the familiar problem, goaltending. I genuinely don't know who you start against Finland. Probably is going to be Leif Otten, who's got the start the last two, but neither him nor Sam Bertum have inspired a lot of confidence in me that they're going to be able to do the job and do the job efficiently. Because you have to assume, because the U.S. got the easier draw, that the U.S. is going to take care of Slovakia. You just have to assume that because for all intents and purposes, that's how this is going to play out. And you have to assume that you're going to take care of Finland. So, do you trust Leif Otten against the U.S.? I don't know. I don't really trust Bertum either because he didn't have a good performance against Switzerland. So, yeah, I mean, am I being a bit more critical of a 7-4 victory over a pretty damn good team than I should be? Perhaps. But acknowledging problems and fixing them are two different things. Everyone's acknowledged the problems that Hockey Canada has had, especially at the junior level for the last couple years. Goaltending, well, that's been more of the senior level, and undisciplined penalties. So, yeah, that bad habits that we don't want to see. So they got a day to get right, clean up the mistakes, get ready for Finland. But that's all for today. Let me know what you think in the comments section below.